Okay, the rat is back. So, a few things to go over since last time. So, last 5 episodes were all one sitting. This is a new recording session, a week afterwards. So, to make sure that I wouldn't, like, completely lose the little less memory I managed to get over the past few episodes, I went and redid some of these stages a couple times. And I'm doing better now, to say the least, as you can see from here. But this is the game stage select, just so you know. Just to acknowledge its existence. So this is where you get to, say, select the hard versions of these levels, or play through a level and actually choose which song you use and stuff like that. Anyhow, another little thing too. I kept complaining about the text speed. Yes, you actually can change the text speed, so I've increased that, so hopefully that'll give us fewer problems now. Also, I'm not used to seeing this in console games. You can change the controls. That's cool. Well, yeah. Anyways, let's continue. And I guess I'll have to redo this scene, but whatever. Oh, things are in the wrong place. Oh, that's fine actually. My window setup is weird, but it's fine. By the way, why did you kill those rats at the lab? Didn't you see them? How they changed? They didn't seem that different from you, to be honest. You're saying I'm like them. What do I even look like to you? Aren't all rats basically the same? You just have some stitches on your stomach. This is nothing compared to how they looked. Oh? Do you regret it? Killing them? I could care less about those losers. If I'm gonna kill the human, those rest should be nothing. Things like that'll land you in hot water. Quit being such a wimp. I'm gonna die tonight anyways. I don't care if I get in trouble. Look at you acting all tough. You're gonna regret it. I'm not afraid. I'm gonna die tonight after all. Alright, faster song. So I've been pondering a little bit what it was like playing the first few episodes of this. The tricky thing with this game is it's really hard to talk about what I think about the game as I play this one, because attacking enemies is one of the trickier parts of this game. Because you can only do it after a double jump, I think, which throws a lot of people off. But yeah, you can see I'm a lot more comfortable with this now. Okay. But yeah, it's really hard to talk while also focusing as much as required to play this game. Because you have to go on serious autopilot to talk while playing this game. Which is purely possible. Like, you'll see that sometimes I do kind of nonsense stuff, like charge when there's not really any reason to. Wall jumps are the... Oh, I missed that. Wall jumps are the thing that bugged me the most in this game by far, I really have to say. Because sometimes you just does normal jump against the wall and I don't really expect it to. And also, I don't know, this game is really floaty normally. Except when you do wall jumps for some reason. Then all of a sudden you do this really aggressive arc, where it's like gravity's only 3 times stronger. Sometimes I just do a charge for fun like that, but other times I do charges like this, it doesn't make much sense. Oh, that thing opened up, I thought I should take it, but... Ah! Come on. It's really hard to actually pay attention to the drum beat and whatnot to track it when I'm talking to. But anyways, yeah, that's the... Platforming in this game is not flawless. The main thing that bugs me is the wall jumps. And enemies can be a little weird. But it's still fun regardless. But like I was saying, it's really hard to talk about this game for a few reasons. while playing it, because if nothing else, the game takes a lot of effort and focus. And a few other things too, like, also, you actually go slower here if you don't dash forwards. That's why I'm being absolutely awful combos on these, for instance, why it looks like I can't keep a rhythm. I'm commentating, because it's really, really hard to actually keep listening to the music to the degree that's necessary, and I just missed stuff completely like that. I should just cut my losses here. Like, you saw I just got an S on something, I had no problems keeping rhythm then, but... trying. Man, it's tough. Oh, you cannot charge while you're sliding, apparently. Yeah, so it's difficult to talk about this game while playing it because I still have focus, and also, I'm also voicing the characters in the cutscene, so it kind of takes my mind off of actually giving opinions while watching the scenes, too. And then there are other things too, like, I know this game's story already, so I kind of have to be careful sometimes about, like, say, not pointing out that something has to do with something that's mentioned later on or whatever. Or I might, like, mention a detail and I think, or I might see a detail and think to myself, oh, huh, that actually lines up with something we see later. But I can't mention that, and things like that, so kind of having to self-censor a little bit too also makes it more difficult to... Jeez, game. See, I get S on everything except for combos. Makes it more difficult to expel unnecessary effort to actually talk about the game's story too, which is a pain because I enjoy the characters and everything in this game a lot. I think I might have missed some things. I think I at some point mentioned that when Hart said, hey, I'm just going to call you Mad Rat, Mad Rat's name instantly changes to Mad Rat in the text boxes until then he's just called Rat. I had made a promise to myself to only call him Rat, or just like the Rat or whatever, until he actually got called Mad Rat in the story, and then I think I accidentally called him Mad Rat at one point prior to that, regardless. Again, while I was playing one of the levels, because then it's hard to think and talk while I'm playing things. It's a tough game to commentate and everything. Ah, this one. What's this one called? Hey. What? There. What was that? What was what? I saw something like a rat, but it was floating. Oh, maybe it was a rat ghost. I mean, yeah. I was gonna say, you killed like a few dozen just now? Not too weird. I saw the comment on just the last video too, saying, I enjoyed the implication that Mad Rat just got flushed down the toilet after apparently having died with all the other rats. And here are the other ones now too, and now we're in the sewers. And you're cursed because you killed the Mad Rats. Huh? But why just me? You did too. Stop it, that's not fair. I did kind of a bet me in it, didn't it? It's coming! For real? Where? Let's go. It keeps following us. Really? I don't see him. What the heck? I've been cursed. How do you get rid of a ghost? He probably has some regrets. Will he disappear if you fulfill his wish? You mean he'll disappear if he kills me? I want to die a ridiculous death from being cursed. I want to die a ridiculous death from being cursed. I'm already gonna die tonight. What are you gonna do then? It's this sad, creepy place that's the cause of all this. Let's hurry up and get out of here. If you say so. Oh, this one's a lot slower, jeez. What's this track called? I think this is one of the ones I listen to. Is it? Maybe. I think I have this one, but I don't think I usually listen to it much. So, you'll probably very frequently hear me say, oh, I like this track, which is in part because I love this game's soundtrack, but also, I listen to roughly 1/3 of this game's soundtrack just like on my own all the time. And it's weird having all those songs on my tone have gone consistently quicker. This one's really slow. I will say, I'm kind of bummed that this game's... Jeez, it's difficult to go this slow. Shoot. It's just difficult to go this low. But, I wish that the main story mode in this game wasn't only the easy mode, because one thing that I do think is unfortunate about playing this at first is that you can see that it's mostly just keeping rhythm. It's just you platform to the rhythm. But there's more to the game than that, actually, if you start playing on hard mode. Because on hard mode you start getting more, you start getting patterns that actually change up throughout the course of the song. But the difficulty there is that you actually have to learn the song to do that. And of course the pattern's a lot harder. But it would just be too much to play these levels for the first time and also, at the same time, have to learn each song as you do it. It's one of the reasons the game has the sound test. If you look at the sound test in this game, it'll actually show you the... notes you have to hit too. I don't know what else to call it. Oop. Yeah, that was Oop. Yeah, that was all a big mess. I didn't expect to skip a step there earlier. Are you serious? That's actually a problem. Well, not really what I meant to do there. I don't think I can get up from here. Okay, yeah, you can only go so far back on each death, but... Here we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm not trying to skip anything there, but yeah, instead of... I think it's comparatively boring just having to press buttons with a certain timing. Compared to the more intricate patterns you have to do otherwise. Man! And again, this game can be a little... mean. Like, there's lots of things this game throws at you that you don't really have a way of knowing beforehand, which I do think is not the nicest. Come on! Like, what could I have done about that? Simple pattern recognition, I guess, if nothing else. I like going underneath these guys. It was cool going fast. I like how this reveals, though, that there's not just a challenge going fast in this game, there's also a challenge in going slow if you're not used to it. Because you have to... It's just so weird having to take things slowly in a platforming game like this. Not the right button. Okay. Don't want to accidentally drop down into the water here. Trying to put more effort into actually hitting these notes, though. There's one reason I'm being a little quieter now. This is weirdly hard. This is a song I know, too. It's not anything unfamiliar. I think the slower it is, the more precise the timing is in a certain way, because the relative allowance and how far off your timing can be is smaller. I thought I was going to go further than that. One thing that bugs me a lot about the drop, too, is that sometimes when you do a drop like that, you're above a platform, but what ends up happening is... This might be risky. And you actually touch the platform, but you end up dying anyways because you actually slide off the side of it. It's like you almost slip. Come on, game, that's mean. Yeah, see, if I know it's coming, I can set up a charge first, but shoo. One off from being an A on the combo. I got a 99 once for a combo 2 instead of 100. I missed an S because of that, but anyways. We'll keep going.